All right, guys, so today I just got done tying this. It's got some purple, some blue, and then like, I don't know, like kind of a goldish black flake. I put a jerk shad on it. I also have a paddle tail, like a little Kitech I'm gonna throw on there. I'm just really looking to see the difference. It's the beginning of February. I've got 3/8 and 1/2 ounce upgrade jigs pinned with Z-Man baits, and I am going to be fishing this pond trying to see if a paddle tail or, you know, a jerk shad works better. The water temperature is rising, the water level is rising, and I really think that this is going to get the job done. A ton of people throw a chatterbait, but I think that I can still catch them on a swim jig. Nice little bass, maybe 15-incher. Definitely head shaking and going nuts. Oh, it's a nice bass. There's another one. Oh, that might be a good one. There he is. And the jig was just buried in his mouth. I'm gonna throw this out and then slowly swim it back in. Maybe give it a couple bumps along the way. I'm fishing it above the weeds that are just starting to grow. I'm hoping that these bass are going to be in this wind-blown corner, sunning on the northern shore. Oh, had a good hit right there. Doesn't feel like a huge fish, but definitely head shaking and going nuts. Oh, it's a nice bass. He just spit it. Damn, that was actually a pretty good sized fish. Shallow bar. There's one. Got him that time. They're stacked up right there. Oh, another good one, and he came off. What a neat world. Golly, what in the world? Just freaking broke me off right there. Damn. That sucks. He's... Oh, finally got a bass on the homemade jig, and it's a good one too. It's a nice fish. It's a chunky bass. That's the only way I can keep them on, is to hook them through the eyeball. And there, my friends, is the first catch of the day. I actually just got it on the upgrade jig with zero trailer. Oh man, that thing is pinned. Here it is. Nice little chunky bass on the upgrade jig. This is the 1/2 ounce size. Tied this morning. Finally got a result, just dragging it on the bottom. All right, I just laid into another fish here, second cast. Small fish, smaller fish. A nice one though, you know. They're all nice when they bite the jig that you just made that morning. 1/2 ounce. It's probably too heavy, to be honest. I'm getting bites on it, but it's just a little too heavy. That's a dink. That's a 1/2 ounce and a little tiny. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but that jig is about the size of his head. There's another one. Oh, that might be a good one. Oh yeah, that's a good fish. I've had 4 of them spit the hook now, so I'm trying to keep the rod tip angled down now so that they stop jumping and spitting the hook. I don't know if it's just been a coincidence or what the deal is, but that's a nice fish, guys. Nice fish for this pond. What do they say? Oh, red lipstick. There he is. And the jig was just buried in his mouth like it's supposed to. Maybe 1.5 pounds. I thought it was a lot bigger, but evidently not. Let's see if I can catch another one. 3 and 3 cast. These 1/2 ouncers cast a mile, that's for sure. I'm just fishing on 8-pound test mono, so it's pretty lightweight line. There's a bunch of weeds on the bottom. I can actually feel my jig pulling through the weeds. Those fish are just setting up right in those weeds. It's probably about 6 feet deep there. I don't think I got one on that cast. Got him dragging. Ooh, it's a nice one. Ooh, it's a nice one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good fish. That is on the new 1/8 ounce upgrade jig. I put the Z-Man jerk shad on there and just dragging it on the bottom, and he smoked it. Really pretty fish. And the bait didn't come off. It did twist a little, but didn't come off. So there you have it, folks. The upgrade not Zoom fluke, the Z-Man fluke by Z-Man with the upgrade 1/8 ounce, the new 1/8 ounce. Got the job done. Really nice fish. See you later, buddy. See if I can cast in there and get another one. They definitely don't want it moving a whole lot. They just kind of want it on the bottom and either dragged or, you know, just kind of slowly moved along the bottom. They don't want it hopped. Oh, another good bass. Whoa. He's going nuts too. He did not like his lip being pierced. 1.5 pounds, maybe 2 pounds. Another good bass. Same thing, dragging it on the bottom. Nice fish too. Really nice fish. I wonder if that's got my jig in his mouth. Probably a 3.5. Let's see if I can get this fish in actually. Maybe not 3.5, but definitely over 2. Not taking any chances there, guys. Look at that. You can't even see that 1/8 ounce in there. Just absolutely smoked it. I don't know, that's probably a 2.5 pounder anyway. Didn't bring a scale with me, but just absolutely chomped it. All right, guys, so I got that one on the 1/8 ounce 1/8 ounce jerk shad by Z-Man. The 1/8 ounce will be in stock soon. They should be here this week even. So check out the website. We'll link a description of where to go. But just caught that 2.5, probably 2 to 2.5 pound bass right there on the 1/8 ounce with a jerk shad. It's the beginning of February, and so the water temps are cold, so I was literally just casting it out and dragging it. So I'm gonna let this fish go, and see you later, buddy. Drive me nuts. Finally got a good hook set in one too. Where's my jig at, buddy? Oh, that's absolutely insane. This shell popped out of his mouth. That's weird. Maybe they're eating mussels down there. Okay, not a big bass, but 1/2 ounce swim jig, dragging it on the bottom, gets it done. There's just a pile of bass sitting right here in this spot. And he went right back to where I'm getting all the bites, just on the side of that little bar that sticks out. That's where they're all sitting. I mean, I can make a cast within 5 feet of there and I'm getting a bite almost every time. That's where I just caught the last one too. There must be just like a little tiny deep water slot that runs in between there and the shore that's funneling all those fish. And they're just ambushing bluegills as they come over the top of them. I'm gonna make a couple more casts, then I'm done for the day, but I had 5 or 6 that jumped and spit the bait. The 3/8 is definitely the size that I needed, and I only brought one out here. I'm throwing a 1/2 ounce, and I'm getting it done with a 1/2 ounce. I was able to catch a few fish on the new 1/8 ounce too, just dragging it super slow on the bottom, but I should have brought a 3/8 because holy cow, there's a school of bluegill and bass that just showed up right here. I'm talking 100 bluegill and maybe 5 or 6 bass. Nice sized bluegills too. There's got to be bluegills biting the skirt now, because I'm not touching anything. I think that's probably what it is bluegills biting at the skirt. But I know there's a couple big bass in here. Oh, there's another fish. You got a swim jig in your mouth, buddy? Nope. Only one you got in there is the one that I just cast to you. A little bass. He smoked it though. Another one. Another fish on the 1/2 ounce ebb and flow upgrade. I'm not even throwing a trailer. I'm just dragging it on the bottom. He's a dink, but just goes to show you that these jigs are awesome. You know, I can throw rubber leg jigs on there. I can, you know, tie bucktails. I can throw a paddle tail, a jerk shad, live bait, whatever. It's just a really, really good design for a jig head. And we all throw jig heads, so this thing gets the job done, and it's got multiple uses. I couldn't be happier with the turnout of how the product actually fishes. All right, so here is the mess and chaos center. As you can tell, this is where I get all the prototypes made. You know, I've got some jig heads right here. These are little 1/2 ouncers. I tied up a bunch of jigs this morning, so that's 3/8 ounce in the right hand and 1/2 ounce in the left. You know, I did all kinds of colors this morning, and I take these out and fish them, you know, in the pond to build confidence and make sure that what I'm doing is something that you guys like. So, you know, here you can see a regular jig head. There you can see jig head with rubber legs. You can see over here I've got some jig heads with bucktail, and all these still have plenty of hook keeper down here on the shank for artificial baits. So just kind of wanted to give you guys a little view of what I work with here. It's kind of clutter and chaos, but this is where I get all the prototypes tied. Thanks so much for watching.